Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Dead Space. And I'm recording right away from last time. We're not wasting any time. Let's just get to it. One more long dark hallway to run down.
Warning. Multiple system failures detected. Unable to reroute critical functions.
Yeah, at a certain point there's only so much you can do as far as repairs go. Eventually, you just have to remove the source of the problem, which I am more than happy to do. Maybe we should check for lootables first. Actually, I recognize this door. This was locked earlier. Great. You know, I really should have figured that they would be able to reuse this biomass, the stuff that doesn't die on a cellular level. Which means that all the killing we've been doing here is literally not hurting them at all. Lots of stasis around that we can use for free. And good things to use them on. Well, actually, maybe you're not the best thing to use them on. Let's just catch you on fire and call it a day, huh? Oh no, you're not actually dying. That's most inconvenient. Oh god! That is a live birth! Oh, come on, nope. Haven't seen one of you do that before. And it's exactly as horrifying as it should be. The fact that it waited so long makes it even worse. I'm hearing all kinds of gasping and gargling for air. At least that's what it sounds like. There's more horde things to get rid of. Hang on. Yes, I see you doing that. You're not making this easy for me. Let's see what else is around in the meantime. There we go. Ooh, wait, have you Master Override?
Security card.
What the heck are you? Force gun upgrade. Oh god, that's somebody important. Well, it was. I want to make sure we're in an advantageous position before we start popping these things. I've got other things I can retrieve from storage if need be. Right, more contact energy, always good. Who's coming for us? Activate bridge. Retrieve cargo. We could.
Loader activated. Warning. Shipment 782 is misaligned. Retrieval may be delayed. Warning. Maximum weight load exceeded.
This is going fairly painlessly so far.
Operating limits. Crane malfunction imminent.
Alright, things going less smoothly. Yep, see, you're what I was afraid of, really. Come on. There we go. God, that's satisfying. Oh no, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. That's more than I would like. Okay, so that's what bridge does. It buys us a second.
Access bridge is obstructing transfer.
Okay, something's chasing me down. We need to open that up then. Ow. I'm not quite sure what I do about this. Well, I can break you guys with those weak points. Or at least I think I can. Wait, I wonder, can one of these things break your weak points? It actually kind of could. Wow, I didn't expect that to work. Yep. Purge. See, what they've done with this section is actually a really genius meta thing, because they made it extra difficult because I've died once, but I've crashed twice, so even the game stability itself is battling against me here. Let's see if it happens again. Alright, here is the absolute last place we want to be. Oh, I love it when I get to use the big knives. Wow, you just got like instantly decapitated and your arm fell off. Alright, I'm actually doing alright for now. So hopefully this keeps up. Yeah, you guys are actually, you don't have all that much health. We just have to hit you in the right spots. I mean, we already knew that, but it really stands out after you fought all these other enemies. I'm not a tremendous fan of. There's all these effects on the screen. Great. Cool. You know, cool. I think you're down. Open up. Open up. Ow. Okay, so we're just in the attack spam range now. Ow. Nope. Oh, even the throne stuff is in slow. You know, every once in a while you have to reflect on the horrific situation this actually is. God. Oh, it's a you! I'm fine, I guess? No, move. I feel like I can't, like, run anymore. This is a lot of crap you're throwing at me all at once, and I do not like it at all. Bang. Yeah, lots of limbs on the ground. Please, one of them be sharp. I can't even tell who's still after me anymore. Overkill. No. Just completing the set. Alright, we need another bridge opened. That's what we do here. We're an engineer. We build bridges. Oh wait, is that other one actually dead for good? I actually really didn't expect that to be the case. I kind of thought that would be like a temporary, like you go away until next attack thing.
I'm reading a cargo transfer to the hangar bay.
The marker. Good work, Mr. Clark. On our way.
Kind? Your flight path goes by airlock 19. I can get there from the computer core.
A pickup. Yes, we'll be there.
Look at us, working as a team now.
No movement on the cameras. I'm just gonna run for it. Wish me luck.
Sounds good. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Are you guys seeing this? This is so cool. Alright, I think I've looted just about everything. Oh god, nope, yep, you are back. Okay. Is there something hiding back here? Yeah, there is.
Warning. Multiple system failures detected. Unable
Peng.
to reroute critical functions.
I want more Peng. Well, it got us an achievement, so it must be good, right? Okay, let's get out of here.
Emergency. All personnel proceed to your designated safe zone immediately.
Where are we going? Because I'm hearing all kinds of nasty.
Warning. Structural integrity compromised.
Fuck, it's my brother. On the monitor, he's right by the airlock.
Don't let this place get to you. Kendra, we're out of time.
He's not there. I can make it if I run.
It's the room this all started in. God, it feels like such a long time ago. Seems only fitting, though, doesn't it? Yep. Nope, here we go. Here it is.
Anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Only now we're in position to do something about it. Sort of. Let's take those arms off. Come on. You're really not dead. Well, you are now. If we even got your stasis module. There's another, and another. Okay. Stasis. Just get them all. That's a whole lot of killing we just did. Is there anybody else? No, there is not.
Quarantine lifted.
Yay. Let's take our ammo where we can get it. Let's put you there. And, I mean, screw it. Use the Ripper at this point, right? Force gun's still useful. But it's not a big killer. Although I suppose it actually could be. No, we're actually going this way. What could I possibly want from the hangar bay? But that door has been conspicuously unlocked this entire game. I've noticed that a few times.
Mr. Clark, your colleague's safely on board.
My name is Kendra Daniels. Stand by, Isaac. He's bringing the shuttle in now.
Do you see what happens when several people actually work together to accomplish a goal?
Isaac, we can't run the automated loading controls. Must be the damage to the ship.
We're losing time. The hive mind is down there.
Kind, relax. I'll turn off the gravity in the hangar, then I can load the marker by hand.
All right. No, don't worry, Amelia. They understand.
Jesus.
Okay, well... in any other circumstance that would be disturbing, but for right now you're on our team, so it's quirky. So manhandling the marker, this is what it's come to.
Entering zero gravity.
So we don't have to walk back. Now, where actually is this thing? Oh wow, that's a whole lot of goodies. Just grab all I can. I swear, in this series, and you know, this is fine from a gameplay perspective, but it's really awkward as a Let's Play that I have cut literally hours and hours of backtracking and scavenging. Come on, loader. Just push all that junk out of the way. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go grab this thing, just in case we happen to need it. There we are. Okay, just for safety, let's bring you in. We don't often get to see it, but that's quite a distance. Just pop you right in there. And here come the babies. Hang on. Nope, come on. Come on, I had the distance a second ago. Yeah, exploding you is more important than the little tykes. Oh, hey, just the person I was looking to see. Been a while since we've had a Ripper kill. Alright, what are we doing breaker-wise? Rail tracks, there we go. Not before we check out these loot lockers. Control 1. Off you go. Not sure why you couldn't have slid in that position, but let's not complain too much about that. Oh, hey, here comes you. I'm curious about the effects of burnination on you, actually. Not much. It's just, I'm definitely going to be playing this more in my own time because the gameplay is fun, and I really want to get, like, a feel for how these things go. I suppose the flamethrower can act as a nice starter for you guys. Yep, there you go. Wait, is the continuous damage working on you as well? It's kind of hard to tell. I can't really see anything in the presence of the marker. But yet, the gameplay in this is really fun, and the information I gain here is going to be really useful for when I go into, like, New Game Plus and stuff. And away you go. Maybe I'm spawning things prematurely. Do I care? Not particularly. I love being able to just saw things to death with no other thought or care. You, for example. You. And look at that, one marker straight for delivery. It must not have a lot of usable biomass because it didn't really send all that much at me.
The safeties are still on. I need to restore gravity before we can load it.
Hurry, please.
I'm on it.
Exiting zero gravity.
On board. Come, quickly.
Go open the hatch for him.
Nothing but good things can happen on our way there.
Nicole, is she here?
Let's get out of the way of those engines.
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't trust him with the marker.
Kendra, what are you doing?
What my department sent me here to do. Even if the Valor couldn't help me out like I wanted.
Department? Who are you?
I work for EarthGov, cleaning up a very, very old mess. I told you and Hammond that Aegis 7 was off limits. The planet was one big government experiment. The marker, this divine artifact, it was built by human hands.
That's impossible. It's an alien world. The miners dug up the fucking thing.
After it was planted here a few hundred years ago. Even Kind didn't pick up on that. They found the first marker in some crater on Earth. That one. That was real. Alien. Enough to inspire unitology. Our people studied it and reverse engineered this red marker. But they needed somewhere to test it.
Aegis 7.
You've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. I thought the old reports were just hysteria. Until I saw what I saw. They sealed off the whole system, buried the records nice and clean. Until CEC got greedy. Those idiots tore Aegis 7 apart, and woke up with the old research team left behind.
So EarthGov sends you to sweep it all under the rug. Damn it, we have to return the marker. If anyone else stumbles across Aegis 7...
It was disappeared once. We can do it again. I've seen how the marker fucks with your head. It must be contained. For what it's worth, we made a great team. You'll find another way off the Ishimura. I mean, you're one hell of an engineer.
Your experiment's gonna kill us all! Daniels! It was all for nothing.
I had literally just made a comment about good teamwork.
Isaac, come in. It's Nicole.
Where are you?
In the flight control room. Please, you have to come up here now. There's still a way out for us, but we don't have much time.
I'm sorry, I'm still processing the fact this was ours, reverse engineered from alien tech. This is literally a man-made disaster, all of it. God, what were we hoping to learn? Well, I guess they came to the same conclusion that we had, that this is not something to be played with, considering it's been left here for so long. But they knew exactly what they were coming to clean up. At least potentially. Oh, we can also open this locker. 100 credits, worth the level 3 clearance. But I wonder, did they know about the thing inside the planet? Is that partly why it was left? That it was an uncontrolled factor in the experiment that they didn't account for? Or is that just something that happened to sit with it for all this time?
Emergency. Internal hull breaches detected.
Maybe they perfectly reverse engineered something which did have a will of its own, and they just didn't realize the full extent of what they had made. Well, all I know is I'm gonna hoover up every bit of cash in this place and return a rich man. Provided I can sell off the suit, that is. Who am I kidding? I would keep the suit. No chance.
There you are.
Thank God you're here. The ship's coming apart. I saw what you've been through. Your investigation, Mercer. What happened with us?
We don't have to talk about it.
I need you to know I'm sorry about everything.
It's okay, Isaac. You know I forgive you. I love you.
Well, good, but...
There's still hope. You can recall the shuttle and remote pilot it from here. Bring back the marker and we can return it to Aegis 7. You can make us whole again.
I just want to make things right.
Then let's do it together.
So we're the agent. This is how it enacts its will, through us. And it knows just how to do it. Is that what's happening here?
Recalling shuttle USG-09. remote docking procedures.
Damn it, Isaac! You don't know what you're doing!
I know. I'm finally doing the smart thing.
You fucking kidding me? Shit!
Warning. Escape pod launch detected from shuttle USG-09.
Wow, even our escape pods have escape pods.
Damn! We lost her.
It doesn't matter. She can't escape her fate. But who can? Here it comes. Isaac?
I know. Ishimura's finished. If we get on that shuttle, there's no going back.
Leave no regrets. Go. I'll reprogram the shuttle with our flight path to Aegis 7 and join you on board.
Don't leave me waiting.
Never again.
The worst thing about you is that you seem almost real, and I sort of get the impression that even Isaac doesn't fully believe it.
I can't wait much longer. Go to the shuttle.
There may still be things to find, but I've got to go. Oh no, this is not the Ripper like I thought it was. Hang on. Yep. Die, please. That when you drop stuff, that's how I know you're really dead. And there's more. There's another instance of that. The 8 and the water. I knew what it meant. Anybody else jumping down? You got this. I got enough Ripper for both of you, but I think there might be something else. Yep, there is. Leave no regrets. I don't want anything unburnt back here. Although, oddly enough, one could say that Harris is the only creature that's truly died. Which is ironic, I suppose. No, I don't want your meat. I want whatever you dropped. Plasma energy. Let's resume our rightful place, then. You are about to leave the Ishimura and will not be able to return. Well, tell you what. Do I have any secondary objectives yet? Nope. I think we're all caught up.
I never doubted you, Isaac. I knew you'd come back for me.
Are you ready?
Yes. We're together again. Nothing can stop us now. This isn't how I imagined saying goodbye to the Ishimura. Steady.
I'm good.
Are you afraid, Isaac?
No. With you, I can handle anything.
One more ride together, then. This all began in the core of the planet.
Daniel said EarthGov built the marker. Some experiment they abandoned hundreds of years ago.
If you're not ready, as terrifying as a nightmare. The planet is restless, hungry. It'll try to eat us alive. But we have the marker. We'll put things back the way they were. We will be whole again.
It is very clear now. Our mind is the only thing we have left, and it is entirely corrupted. Does it matter which side we get out on? Well, I guess there's only one way.
Isaac, now's our chance.
Nicole?
You can upload the marker from the console. Come on.
So, was it just moving time forward, or did we actually black out for the entire trip down here? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Alright, hang on, Nicole. I have a feeling we're not quite done yet. And I want to do all the scrounging one can scrounge. Stuff looks physicsy. Yep. Why, yes it does. But we can't move the rest of this. So what's the deal with you? Alright, let's do it. We really can't have anything happen to this craft.
Light in the sky.
Gravity tethers on the instrument are failing. Tectonic load. We don't have long before all that rock falls. How do we do this?
We return the marker to its pedestal. The loading track leads directly to the excavation site. It'll work. The hive mind will obey. We'll be whole again. Come on, we need to hurry.
Now we need to find a fuse for this.
The marker, Isaac. I'll help in the control room.
Alright, good. Now, like I said, I get the impression not even Isaac really believes in this, but being down here on the planet after all we've been through, and under the influence of the marker, it all feels like such a fever dream. Like, being with her now, he's hardly acknowledging her even. A PCSI retrieval order from Captain B. Matthias. Retrieve victims of Union Square mass suicide from Aegis 7. Bodies are to be transported to USG Ishimura Morgue with security escort. Notify Doctors G. Domas and T. Kine upon arrival. Comments. Gabe. Yeah, I know it's casket duty, but I think you'll like this one. I hear a buddy of yours is down on Aegis 7, and a kitty assignment like this should leave time for a meetup. Don't scare the rookie. Alyssa. So even after all that, they still weren't taking this as seriously as they should have. I wonder, do we leave our inventory behind? We don't. Okay, I was kind of worried that that might be the case. Oh, hey, an oddly intriguing artifact from the past. Sell at the store for credits. I wonder if that's some kind of, like, in-joke. Well, we're rich. Rich, rich, rich again. Look at that. We spent all our money and now I've got most of it back already. How many nodes do we have at this stage? 5. Wow. Force gun. What else can you do now? Up to 6. I think it's down here even. Gravity wells last much longer. I mean, for 3 nodes, why not, right? I'm also giving myself more energy and more health, because making ourselves more durable is the best thing going into this. Alright. I'm confident we're in good shape. And we got more ammo. Oh god, here's a bunch of things. Oh, there's something on the ground. No, you don't. In fact, I would really like to stasis everything and just kind of, you know, interrogate you one by one. Oh my god, that's horrid. Everyone just line up and die. This thing is literally just the stun lock button. Honestly, in a normal playthrough, I would probably reload because I took a single hit during all that. Yep. Sorry, the morgue is closed. I feel so bad sometimes.
Changes us. Recombines us. But there's a dead space in that signal. Around the marker itself. The eye of the storm. They can't stay in it for long.
I've seen it. But this pedestal, why there?
It amplifies. The marker's pulse will be felt across the planet. The dead will sleep. And the living will see what can't be forgotten.
So, like, the two options right now are that she's totally lost it, or that we've totally lost it. Or it may just be a matter of order. Either way, I can't help but feel that we're doing the exact wrong thing right now. That maybe we should have just let Daniels go.
This is Sergeant Bram Newman. PSEC evacuation report. The shuttle's gone. Took off and then crashed right back down into the bay. Took a whole crowd with it. Must be 100 people dead. We've lost the rest of the shuttles. God help us. There's no way out. Anyone hearing this, do not land. I repeat, do not land on Aegis 7. Fuck the Ishimura. They left us to die.
All I'm hearing is that there are no more escape shuttles. What we landed here is all we've got. Oh, hey, it's a guy. Yep. Yeah, no, you're actually real inconvenient for me. Let's just saw that weak spot in your belly. I feel like the function of the Ripper is primarily as, like, an ammo saver. Just moving belts along, that's all I do around these parts. You know, now I think about it, this all does look pretty familiar. I think down to this section might actually be as far as I got in the original version. Of course, it was so long ago, I hardly remember it, but I think it actually crashed shortly before, well, all this, or at some point during all this. And I could not get it to work no matter how hard I tried. In a way, completing this is going to be like making me whole again. Making my bank account whole again, more like. Yep, here we go. We can't fight necromorphs in the light. Stasis on either side. Who's down here? You? No problemo. Who else? Up, you. You're all the annoying variety these days. You drop. Oh, the force gun was not what I meant to do. I meant to press 4. Oh my god. I really meant to press 4, and that would have solved so many of my problems just now. God, I'm blinding myself with my own weapons. I suppose this thing can be a pretty decent killer, actually. And who we've been building up the ammo all this game, might as well use it. I have not seen a skinned baby yet. Of all the horrors we've been through, that's something that I was not quite yet prepared for. I'll be totally honest.
Lifting quarantine.
You do that.
Do you miss them, Isaac?
Yeah.
And your parents? Your mother was a unitologist. She believed.
She believed so much it killed her. Is this what she would have wanted?
She did. Would that make this easier?
Maybe it's a good thing. I'll never know.
Wow. Even probable hallucination Nicole is still trying to play therapist. I mean, what must a relationship like that even be like? I've got to say it can't be healthy, right? Am I even going to be able to get whatever's back there? Thank you. But yeah, like I said, this whole thing just has an overwhelming sense that we're doing the wrong thing. Like, we get to spend so much time just watching this thing slowly creep across the room. And it doesn't feel any kind of heroic. Nothing's felt heroic since Isaac decided he could take on the thing in the cargo bay. That door's not going to open, is it? Out you go.
Isaac, there's no power in this section. The marker won't move. We're losing time.
It's okay. Hit test connection. What's it say?
Power failure detected. Tether generator. Gravity control.
One of the ground side gravity tethers. Maybe a busted power line. I'm on it.
Please hurry. We can't fail now.
Oh god. I just realized at the last moment I did not want to set off the explosives right behind you, which is why I hesitated a bit. Okay. We need to rearrange our armament slightly. God, the atmosphere is so thick down here that the light is actually something of a hindrance, makes it a little less clear. But we can do it. God, even to ghost Nicole, Isaac still has to do IT troubleshooting. Although that does raise some questions. Would something in our mind really be having these issues? It seems to present information we ourselves don't have. Maybe it's more than manipulation.
Now entering tether control. Cross-contamination field engaged.
Yeah, a lot of good that did. Just thinking back to decontamination on the Ishimura.
Warning. Main power interrupted. Tether generators are offline.
Actually, this looks a whole lot like engineering, doesn't it? So, if anything, I'm right at home. That blood stain on the elevator door. The environments are always worth looking at. Well, we could unpower the elevator itself. Yep. Although I imagine we don't want to do that.
Power restored to east generator.
That's one. Potentially two. Yes. What about the last?
Central generator.
What about the last? We can move these things to check. But unfortunately, Isaac can't climb. Are you really gonna make me undo the elevator? Kinda feels like that's the case.
Emergency elevator offline. Notifying maintenance.
Yeah, you do that.
Power restored to west generator. Power restored to Tether generators. Ready for restart. Restarting Tether. Now entering zero gravity.
Damn it, Isaac. Power is slowing again. Come back to the marker quickly. The excavation site's just up ahead. Make us whole.
Okay, and this is gonna be a job for stasis then? Let's hurry through. I said let's hurry through. Yep. It's gonna come first on the way out. As if I don't already know. It's, oh my god, look at you. In space, no one can space your space. Wow, that went right through. Honestly, don't know if I could do that if I tried. Yep. And, oh, he went through two. Let's just skip a whole lot of trouble and go out, right? I'm sure there's things to loot, but I'm so far from interested at this stage. But there we are.
Exiting zero gravity.
I am cautiously pleased at how little it threw at us there. Here we go. Oh, hey, haven't seen one of yous in a while. Hang on, wait, we need this. Boom. Boom. Let's play Ring Around the Rosie. We can Ripper you. Oh god, but we're so slow. We're so slow. I'm continually amazed, by the way, at how good the Ripper is. I didn't realize how much was coming up behind me either. Whoa! That's really scary compared to the amount of damage it actually does. I can only deal with one thing at a time, game. Out of my way. Best thing for you. Flamethrower, honestly, but it's not the smartest. Can I kill you with a generator? No. Alright, we'll do it the boring way. Oh god, there's something stuck on my shoe. Let's get this puppy moving. And also probably switch back to the cutter at some stage. Just move it along, move it along. God, you know, I've just realized your thing didn't explode. I bet we could pick that up and throw it at something. You know, if we really wanted to. This is just gonna be one long gauntlet of horrible, isn't it? So I was right. I was very right. This all used to be colonists. But there's an obstruction on the tracks. It's almost like all this doesn't want it returned, if we can even attribute that much intelligence to it. Although that would seem to play into what Dr. Kine talked about of the seeming competing forces. Wow, you're alive. Never mind, strike that. Pulse. More pulse. And 100 credits. There must be more to shoot somewhere. We can go up this way. Cultists wrote here. I've got to wonder how much the cult was actually active on the planet itself. Okay, you guys right this way. Yep. Huh, that actually worked. Cool. And that sucks for you. And this is great for me. I never remember. I also never remember that you guys don't die when I expect. Moving along then. Can you imagine the exhaustion Isaac would be going through? Like the emotional, the physical, and just having to trudge through all of this. Just the mental fatigue. I have a feeling even without the influence of the marker, he would be in a pretty bad state right now. I think anyone would be. Thanks for giving me a hand, sir. I only half expected that to work. Oh, hey. You guys are a little bit more resilient than the small flying. Okay, we can take the elevator back down. And obstruction cleared. We have never, ever stopped being an engineer. You know, in a way, this could be seen as us completing a pilgrimage, huh? Only we're bringing Mecca to Mecca? I don't know how it works. All I know is I'm ready to turn in. It's like I can feel the ache in Isaac's legs. I know I've talked all throughout this about how it's the day that just keeps getting worse, and it gets worse in different ways for different people, but I think being the last one, none have suffered quite as much as Isaac, and that includes those who have died. Well, unless they really are incorporated in some way, like something does live on. But from what I've seen, that seems unlikely.
You're almost there, Isaac. Get the marker to the pedestal. Hurry!
Disorienting, yep. Should have figured something like you would be here. Hey, maybe another hive mind was forming on the Ishimura. Is that a possibility? You won't open. What have we got to do? It's really slowing my roll right now. Just trying to do the easiest thing I can in the moment. There's the rest. Tell you what, if we use a little PCU... There we are. Just what we needed. And just what we didn't. Actually... A couple of hits from this thing is actually all it takes. Oh, but you give birth to a non-stasis baby. Yep. No, you need to die entirely. That's what we call a spawn kill in the biz. There's gotta be more we can do. Alright, yep. An engineer always works with a wrench. Oh, guess it doesn't matter. I noticed. Hey, no, you can't give me that log while this is happening. Alright, let's deal with you. Big kaboom. You're gonna big kaboom. Yep. We're just paving a path of fire right now. We've spent the entire game building up this ammo, and now we're cashing in. Come on. Ow. You guys are still alive and all that. Yeah, Force Gun has its moments, for sure. Get out of here. Hopefully there will be a store sometime soon, because I am probably starting to run low on health. Recombination study. Being inserted here because I couldn't fit it in the moment. Patient log. Dr. G. Abernathy, ages 7 clinic. I've quarantined the former Doctors Clifton and Hogan. We're barricaded in. I intend to keep a complete log, no matter what happens out there. Different vectors of infections seem to be... Someone needs to keep a record. If the marker signal can change a body from a distance, we need to know. Update. The chest of Dr. Clifton's corpse has started to expand like... it's taking a deep breath. Something appears to be happening under the surface of the skin. The body's convulsing. There's... a yellowish, briny liquid is bursting from the mouth. He's choking, but he's... Oh god, I hope it's gas release. Update. Okay, now there's, the esophagus is bulging and the jaw is collapsing. The head... his head is splitting apart. It's reforming. Almost looks like a proboscis with feelers? The chest is splitting along the center now. The chest is splitting, and it's stretching, expanding outwards as the internal organs, muscle, and bone are bent inwards. Can I get a scanner, please? No, the scanner. Thank you. Update. So the internal organs have reorganize themselves. The structure isn't... There seems to be a central organ now resembling a massive bladder. The bladder is filled with a liquid, some of which can be seen spilling from the creature's proboscis. So the two must be connected. Update. The legs are quivering violently. The flesh is peeling away and merging with the flesh from the chest. Sorry. The leg just bent backwards and... Okay, now the other one just snapped back at the knee as well. It's starting to sit up. It's fully reanimated. Can we... hello? Yeah. PSEC. Anyone who's free. To euthanize. God, do I have to think of every... Update. The spatter on the glass is making observation difficult. I missed that Dr. Hogan is also transforming. But it's not that... His legs are elongating, somehow flaying themselves, and they're twisting with a mixture of his own internal organs into a single appendage. It's like some sort of tail. His face is contorting. His jaw is clenching and unclenching. It's crunching on itself, and several jaw-like appendages are emerging from his mouth, but it can't accommodate the... Oh God, his head is splitting open too, like Clifton's... I can't. Sounds of vomiting. Update. Oh God, he's circling the room. It's not like Clifton. It's like he's... hunting? Does he see me? No, the vents. He's going for the vents. PSEC, is anyone left? Sound of impacts, screaming, and an organic crunching noise. Now, I think maybe a document that I didn't read may have talked about this. I know I've seen people talking about it, but what he said at the end there about, is he hunting for me? I'm pretty sure it said somewhere that they actually don't need eyes to see, funnily enough. More specifically, of detecting and navigating to you. I think it may have even been telepathic, which makes sense given the marker's unique proclivities. Also, obviously we've seen the end results up close and personal many, many times. But it's only now when we're hearing about it in all this excruciating detail from the perspective of someone who knew the subject that it really sinks in just how horrible this whole process is. But on that, I'm gonna be too concerned with. I really hate having this thing around. I've got tons more ammo stored as well, which would be a nice thing to access. Stop hitting yourself. Wow, that was something. Hang on, you have to wait your turn. Oh, there's just things coming from everywhere. I still gotta read that text log. Why didn't it do it? It did it again. We are being caused all kinds of annoying issues right now. Hold your arm's length, blow you up.
Reunited with the pedestal.
Oh wow, you lived. I think we're pretty close on this now. It's just so annoying how much, like, when my movement is restricted in games, that's what really aggravates me. Like, in a game where you can't jump, even if you have no reason to jump, it feels so wrong. Here, it's the stuff on the ground that makes you walk slowly.
always believed in you.
Nicole.
We're whole again. We are whole.
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. All personnel, evacuate immediately.
Payload. I'll restart the tether. Buy us time.
No.
You don't seem near as concerned as you should be. Let's make sure we got our loot first. Can't go home without our 1,800 credits.
Rerouting gravity tether controls.
Come on, come on.
Forget it, Isaac. There's no fixing this.
Let her go, Daniels.
Let who go? Can't you see how delusional you are?
We've got to go. The payload from the data crack is about to fall.
I gave you a chance to come around, Isaac. But if you still won't see it, I'll help you. One last time. Rig link override. This time, watch to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing. Just had a talk. That's all this research was in the end. Not much, is it? Just how to make it listen when he begged for convergence. But I had a different prayer. It spoke. And then it listened. Make this stop, I said. Maybe it understood, but... I can't return what was taken. Why can't I see you again, Isaac? I loved you. I always loved you.
For her, and Nicole for you. Jacob. No.
No, she can't be. What the hell did you do?
You did this to yourself. Nicole's been dead this whole time. You just couldn't handle it, could you? Because if she's gone, at least now it'll be in safe hands. The marker won't turn anyone else into its puppet. Give me the loader remote. No. It's over. We're whole again. For Christ's sake, I'm not going to ask again, Cross.
No! Enough people have died!
Then just do it. I've got nothing left to lose.
Cross!
It's better this way, Isaac. You'll never recover from what the marker's done to you. And when the tectonic load drops, all this will be buried. Just like Earth Gov wanted. Warning. Seismic activity increasing. Evacuate to safe location.
I kind of can't disagree. I mean, I find it really, really hard to say that just letting all this be wiped away isn't the right answer.
The shuttle. I can still make it before she leaves.
Actually, that would be a pretty good last middle finger. Hang on, let's go. I mean, we're practically a villain in this story at this point, but why not? Oh, wait. We gotta make sure that our pockets are full before we go. Can't leave empty-handed, can we? My god, when this game drops stuff on you, it drops a ton at once, and even if the outcome was somewhat expected, none of it played out in the way that I thought it would. I wonder how much of this was always like this and how much of it is from the original. How much was changed around? Okay, this is the room from before. Let's go, because something tells me this game has still got something... Yep.
Last warning, Isaac. I mean it.
Yeah, back down here. This is my bucket and I'm the crab.
Isaac.
Well, that's convenient. Look at all this loot that's arrived. Must have fallen off the ship. Never thought a straight fight would be in the cards. Nope. Okay, those don't look grabbable. At least they didn't seem to. Then again, we know how unresponsive that can be. Oh god. Nope, these things are just everywhere now. Mines, more like. How are we dealing with this? It's the best weapon for the job. Something accurate. If I had known it would be something like this, I would have switched to the pulse rifle. Okay, I take it that's stage 1 then. Grab all this stuff. Actually, wait. Yeah, no, it's giving me a lot of stasis. Stasis must be important here. Nope. Okay, so it's a flunky boss. Didn't think this part needed it, but hey, there's no reason not to stasis this thing up, right? Now, you got any new weak spots you'd like to introduce? Well, you might. Tell you what, does stasis slow fire? Let's find out, shall we? Oh, why wait? Ripper time. me if we're gonna use it sometime during this battle. The game crashed. The game crashed. Alright, well, at least a crash allows me to change my loadout. So this should be a little bit easier this time around. I would actually, if we stasis you. Yeah, nope, I probably should have figured that wouldn't do much to you in particular. Not even the uber stasis. Okay, next stage is gonna be use guys. Let's just push you right on off the edge. Actually, that may be just what we need. Hey, an achievement, cool. Probably because we haven't been using the force gun as much as we were supposed to. Yes, you blow him up. Just that. You go down. And the cycle begins anew. Yep. Hey, it does work. So rare for us to find those things intact. Yeah, you can have that line rack ammo. And your friendly ammo. Please don't crash. Please don't crash again. We're actually doing all right. I think. I've actually got very little frame of reference. Oh no, you're a chef and you're kneading the dough. Is that actually doing anything? I'm not sure. Yeah, no, we should have started with the contact beam. Slap. Slap. And another slap. You're only gonna let us get one at a time in this stage, huh? And there's probably, if I know my video games, at least one more after this. Oh god, no, I didn't expect us to be going into this early. Ow. You're one angry thing, you know that? Gotta do this 5 times. We've got health, but you're gonna spray your spray again, trapping us into an ever small corner of the map while you do your area of effect attack. I guess it's not entirely oh my god. Well, our health is gonna run out quick at this rate. Ow. Alright, for our next trick we need to vacate the premises. We don't have much to work with. We need to define our own area. Never mind, you're doing that very much for us. That won't do anything for us, will it? Oh my god. We can't sneak in some extra sneaky damage there. Oh, medpack, medpack, medpack. Take it and use it. Make sure we have what we need. This is gonna start to be real bad. God. Oh my god, come on. Ow. I'm trying to move from where I am, but it's not working. Come on, just open up. Just open up. There we go. There we go. And here we are. Of course it would come down to this. I can't even move my mouse all the way there. Isaac, I don't know how you're feeling right now, but if you're not feeling pretty friggin' good about yourself, you're not feeling good enough. I mean, it really started annihilating me in the end there, where it was just hitting me with, like, repeated attacks, and I didn't feel like I had anywhere I could go. But other than that, that was surprisingly smooth. I can probably fetch a couple bucks for these stasis packs, right? Alright, let's leave. Yeah, Isaac's in a bigger hurry than I am. Hey, at least the red makes the escape more dramatic, right?
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
Well, so that was Dead Space. And I have to say, back when I played the original, I remember having fun with the combat. I remember it having some innovative ideas and cool art design. I definitely think that my expectations going into this were met. It's the same thing, but improved. It's massively improved in terms of story, and that I'm probably actually going to remember it afterwards. And a big part of that is having Isaac actually be voiced. Because obviously a huge part of this is his personal investment in this. That's trying to get back with Nicole so that he can not only be with her, but to undo the regrets that he was left with. Not only with her, but with that being the culmination of his entire life up until this point. You can't really tell that story with someone who does not express himself at all throughout it. And so, while the entire thing has been reworked to much more prominently feature all of the characters, Isaac himself is the thing that really ties it all together. Not to mention, the combat itself has definitely been brought up into the modern day, and even though there are a few parts I had difficulty with, it is a tremendous amount of fun. It is so satisfying and leads to so many dynamic, horrifying situations, especially with that gore system, the way things dismember and actually conduct themselves differently with the damage you do to them. It all feels really dynamic and alive, and it never stops adding new things to the formula. Every encounter is simultaneously horrifying and awesome, and you really feel like the protagonist of a horror movie all throughout. The graphics looked amazing. It's retained that same Event Horizon style, but it's taken advantage of modern hardware's ability to handle lighting and reflections and just making it feel really wet and gross. And there's so much detail throughout that it definitely feels like a place where people live and work, as opposed to a series of video game corridors, which was something of a problem the first time around. I mean, there's 1,000 people on this thing. It should feel like a small city, and in this, it does. All the graffiti is actually like, I don't know if it's necessarily unique, but it's all something to look at. There's actually reason to pause and smell the roses as you go throughout this. The sound design is immaculate. Like, the whole time, you can just hear the thing rumbling and groaning. You can hear I almost called them xenomorphs. You can hear the necromorphs crawling around in the walls and distant screams. There's just always a sense that people are surviving all around you, and that's in the environmental storytelling and in the way the story is told. We actually found Jacob Temple, well, sort of alive at the end of this, at the end of his rope, unfortunately. But you get the impression that his story was every bit as detailed and as hard and as fought for as ours was, and the same is true for like every character in the game. It doesn't neglect what they're doing off screen, which is a really cool thing in storytelling. It also ran really well, but I've got to say, it had a lot of technical issues as far as like crashing and game-breaking bugs. It crashed like probably 10 or 15 times throughout my playthrough, which may not be the worst thing in like the 15 to 20 hours it took, but it's still really noticeable, and especially when you're trying to record a Let's Play. It really broke flow a couple of times. I was impressed with how it managed to remain genuinely scary, even while focusing so much on very action-y gameplay. Rather than try to make sense of it and compile all my thoughts on that, I'll just refer you to this one time when I was cornered in a small room, and I don't know if I used flame or explosion or whatever. Point is, I'd killed everything in there while making my escape, and as I looked back toward the door, I just saw this burnt, misshapen hulk dragging itself out with one arm. I mean, this gore system is a sight to behold, the way things just peel and feel so layered. It complements the action, but it also makes everything look like it properly hurts, which a lot of games kind of miss out on, I think. But on top of the body horror, I liked that it's such an effective cosmic horror story as well. It felt like all throughout it was dropping new bombshells on us that completely changed everything. And every single time we learned something, we had to look back and re-examine everything that came before. The only thing I'm a little bit confused about is, was every time we saw Nicole actually cross? And either way, was she knowingly manipulating us? Or was that just a skin our insanity was casting onto her? That I don't know. What I will say is that the lead up and hearing about unitology and the things that were going on the colony and on the ship leading up to all this was as interesting as when everything went south itself. And in the end, learning that this was man-made, that there is some bigger thing potentially out there, but what we're doing on the planet here isn't it, well, that just leaves so much unexplained. I especially like the idea that there's things we don't know about our own creation. It also helped that we were able to learn a lot more through those side quests, which I think being able to backtrack and look around and uncover secrets really added a lot to the life of this game. I think it's taking a lot of pages from the book of the Resident Evil 2 remake in particular, and just the newer Resident Evils in general. And I think that is going to add a lot of replayability to this experience, which is really nice. It's always a shame when a game with really fun gameplay is kind of one and done, and they've really averted that here. I also just think it's good for survival horror to encourage exploration and searching when you're so dependent on supplies, because when it's too linear, you're pretty much gonna get everything. It can get really stale when you spend this much time just with, things are trying to kill me. And so I think it's really cool that the insanity of the marker presented differently to everyone, and it allowed different areas to stand out. You have the cultists leaving candles everywhere and the mass suicides. I always think back to that blood graffiti in the bathroom that said, "I met a man in the vents." And it seems like he may have been, bringing people to whatever he saw there. but we'll never see what others were seeing. We can only see Nicole. So whether there actually is something in there, it's up to our imagination. So much is left to our imagination with all this. With everything going on, I let this pass by way too easily, but in Nicole's final message, she mentioned having talked to it and having the marker listen. Does that suggest some greater intelligence within it, or maybe even a connection to whatever left the first one? And does that suggest that maybe she should have been the Pope and not Mercer? Either way, the implications there are absolutely huge, to the point of it feeling like probably the definitive piece of information we've learned about this thing. But, I don't know, everything was just so hectic. I feel like there's so much I missed, and I would love to hear from you about what this might actually mean. Or maybe I should just play Dead Space 2. $50,000 credits awarded, 10 power nodes, text logs awarded. Oh, and we get a rig level 6. Huh. The replayability continues beyond just a new game plus. That's really cool. And I am definitely going to be playing more of this on my own time. It's a real shame that they didn't sell well enough to make Dead Space 2, because I've heard really good things about that one. A lot of people said they liked it better than the original. Now, before I end this, I have one last thing that I was told to look into, and I was told this by my girlfriend Elster. This is an Elster fun fact, who insisted that I not look at this until after I'd completed the game. So let's have a look. She told me to look at the first letter of each chapter. So Chapter 1 is New Arrivals, Chapter 2, Intensive Care, 3, Course Correction, 4, Obliteration Imminent, 5, Lethal Devotion, 6, Environmental Hazard, 7, Into the Void, 8, Search and Rescue, 9, Dead on Arrival, 10, End of Days, 11, Alternate Solutions, and 12, Dead Space. So Nicoleisdead. Nicole is dead. Brilliant. They pulled Breaking Bad Season 2. How else can I end this except to say that it's a really good horror story in several directions, a really fun game, and more importantly, it's probably an even better remake, taking something that was good before and realizing it to its full potential. And if you like this series, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.